This is The Drive with Mark Penatelli.
Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
You said I am? This is The Drive?
Like, what? Where did that come from?
This is our opportunity to thank you folks for listening. Whatever portion of your afternoon you spent with Samurai, we really do appreciate it. We want to thank Kevin Reddick as well for stopping by and talking to us today, talking a little bit about his camp, talking a little bit of football as well. Speaking of football, we're going to be talking a lot of that in the next few weeks. Looking forward. This is our, I think essentially, isn't that it's not our last show this week from the studio? So we'll be in Charlotte. We're talking some ACC football the rest of the week, and we're really looking forward to that tomorrow. You know what we're really looking forward to, and we'll talk about it on tomorrow's show because we don't have time now. Tomorrow night at the West End, the ACC kickoff party.
The party. It's really the only reason we do this every single year. It's because for one night a year, we get to live like kings.
Yes. Whatever you want. We got a man that is just searing shrimp. Go get you a free alcoholic beverage and wait to get, what was it that he made last year? It was incredible.
Oh, it was like shrimp and grits, but it was like, oh, but I don't want shrimp. Oh, well, here's some scallops for you instead.
That's right. And he pan seared it right in front of you. It was amazing.
Yes. And what's great, and see, I'm excited because this year is the first year that I don't have to worry about rushing out of the party.
Right.
So this is my third consecutive year going to media day. Last year was my first time with you, and we had Carolina. We were staying in a hotel that was a little bit of a ways away. I was driving.
We have to save most of this for tomorrow's story.
Yeah,
but
we do need to save it
because I what I want to tell you is I always skip this thing because I'd always driven myself, and it wasn't until this young fella discovered that, hey, guess what happens after all of this. And when I was like, really? And then he showed me, and then I was like, wow. And guess also who is not.
I'm like, Mark, I'm drinking Maker's Mark, and it's free.
Because I will be joining you in the guess who else doesn't have to drive back to the hotel thing. But let's save that for tomorrow.
Who else might not be interviewing anybody from the Atlantic Division on Thursday because the party got a little out of hand on Wednesday.
If there's a best of on Thursday, we'll tell you why on tomorrow's show. 252ESPN.com is our website. It is where you can have live streaming, listen to us anywhere in the world. We have an app on your smart device. Just download it. It's free. 252 ESPN is on Facebook, on Twitter. I and Sam and I, we are on Twitter as well. Our names are our handles. So it's really simple. Sam Avalos, Mark Penatelli. And there's also 252 ESPN Radio on the YouTube, but nobody checks that out apparently.
They just watch it on Facebook.
Yes, they do.
Which I don't blame people.
No, it's there. I think that covers everything, and time for this.
Got any last words, Sam?
Any last words? I'm sorry, what was that?
Any last words?
Say it! Say it!
The last words today are brought to you by Orange Crate, myOrangeCrate.com, and the Orange Crate app.
That's right. What is for dinner tonight, Mark? You know what? This is perfect. This is a perfect example. You, my friend, are a perfect example of what an Orange Crate night might look like. Because, as you mentioned, we are on our way to Charlotte, North Carolina for the next couple days. So tonight, I understand it's going to be, I've got to pack, I've got to make sure all my affairs are in order. Whatever it is, you don't have time to even think about driving to a restaurant, cooking, going and sitting down in a restaurant is certainly out of the question. No, you need food brought right to you conveniently. Well, that's where Orange Crate comes in, delivering from over 100 plus restaurants across eastern North Carolina. It doesn't matter if you are listening in New Bern, Greenville, Jacksonville, or Morehead City. Orange Crate is there to hook you up. Again, over 100 plus restaurants across eastern North Carolina. Download the app, Orange Crate, the Orange Crate app. Go to myOrangeCrate.com. Browse through the menu, select your food items, check out, and a driver This is the neat part. A driver, not yourself, somebody else, somebody from the great staff at Orange Crate will drive to the restaurant. They will pick up your food, and they will bring it right to your doorstep so you can take care of the things that you need to do tonight. It's great for busy people. It's great for lazy people. Whatever you are, Orange Crate is the perfect match for you. So give them a try tonight. Your city at your fingertips. Download convenience today. Go to myorangecrate.com and download the Orange Crate app.
I don't know if we're going to have enough time to talk Earl Thomas the way I'd like to talk about Earl Thomas because it's a great football topic. And maybe it gives us another day for the Seahawks or Cowboys to figure out if they want to do anything or what they want to do. But what I have to share with you, because I know it won't make it to ACC kickoff week, is there's one. Here, use this one. Use this one.
Perfect. Yeah, sorry.
There's one superlative that no one wants their city to win, right? You always, this is the best city in the world for eating out, or whatever. The pest control company Orkin recently released its top 50 bedbug cities.
No, is this related to Earl Thomas?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I was going to say I'm not going to have
We can
time.
do that tomorrow.
but I was going to say I do want to get it because I don't think this would last till tomorrow. So they compiled with data of places where Orkin performed the most treatments for bed bugs from December of 2016 to November of 2017. Now, the reality is that bed bugs have shown up in cities and towns all across America, from mansions to cramped apartments. They've been increasing in number in the United States since the turn of the century due to increased travel and limitations on certain insecticides, but numbers have been especially high in these specific cities. Now, you will be happy to know that New Bern or Greenville or any Eastern North Carolina city I'm not seeing anywhere on the list. And obviously, the more people you have, the more likely, especially in a big city where you can spread this disgusting, absolutely frightening, like I'm calling a week out of work because I would not even. First place for the second year in a row, the beloved city of Baltimore, followed closely by neighboring Washington, D.C.
That doesn't surprise me.
Chicago, then L.A., Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, Detroit, New York, San Francisco, Dallas, all made the top 10. New York, who's infamous for bed bugs, dropped 4 spots to 8th place. L.A., Cincinnati, and Dallas all rose, dropping 4 spots to 8th. Atlanta, which is where Orkin is based, New Orleans, and this is the saddest part. Flint, Michigan made the list for the first time. Have the people of Flint, Michigan already gone through enough with the water that now they're one of the top 10 worst cities for bed bug infestation?
Is Flint? Look, I don't know anything about Flint, Michigan, but is Flint, Michigan the smallest and most useless and unimportant city in the United States that somehow everybody knows? I feel like everybody has heard of Flint, Michigan. Is Flint, Michigan famous for anything in particular, or is Flint, Michigan just Flint, Michigan?
I'm sure there's something that Flint, Michigan may be. Unfortunately, for now, Flint, Michigan is known for a horrible local government that sabotaged the water system, and now the top 10 list of bed bug infestations. I'm pretty sure that they're something like the world's largest frying pan or something. Every city's got something, right?
Right. Like, what's so special about Flint, Michigan? I don't know. That will be my homework tonight. But you're right.
That's tough for a city to have to suffer that.
Yeah, it's the third biggest city in Michigan. That's kind of cool.
It's a big city. Right. It's way too big to be having the problems they're having, I'm guessing.
Right. Well, to get off of Flint, Michigan.
And bed bugs.
And bed bugs, yeah. So we all enjoy playing pickup basketball here and there, and we've all been fouled in a pickup basketball game before. But there was a moment caught on camera last night. Probably one of the, I don't want to say one of the best moments in pickup basketball history, but this is certainly a moment in pickup basketball history, as I don't have the location of where this occurred, but something funny, and you know what? I'm just going to play it. We're going to see what happens.
Oh, this is the hardest foul in America, bro. What you guys say, bro? You calling the cops if you get fouled, Berto? You calling the cops if you get fouled? You calling the cops if you get fouled? Have you ever been called for a basketball foul before the? No. This your first time?
That's my first basketball foul.
You were coming for a basketball foul?
Not for that, no. I just heard it was a fight.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, all right.
Damn, they called you for a foul, man.
I thought these was your joints. Keep you playing again?
The cops were called to a gym because somebody was fouled too hard, and that person tried to press charges. The cop ultimately left. Nothing happened. But if you were playing pickup basketball somewhere and you get fouled, just don't call the cop. Like, what are you doing? You called the cops to a gym because you got fouled too hard, and apparently it was a screen too. It was too hard of a screen.
Wow. I mean, most people consider calling a foul like a punk move.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You don't if you're on my court, you don't call fouls.
Right. I mean, it'd have to be some pretty hard foul for you to even have the audacity to say, "Foul, man, my ball."
That's right.
My ball, foul.
Foul.
But not even foul. Did he call foul and call the police? Because that is that's the punk move of the year.
Called foul, and then he called the cops. I mean, I've got the picture for you here. You can check it out. This dude is standing in the gym. And now this is a big guy who called the cops. I mean, this is a guy who looks like he's probably 6'4", 6'5" at least. He's in good shape. He's even wearing a shooter sleeve. That should have been the clue right there. If you're wearing a shooter sleeve in a pickup game, then you're trying too hard, and you probably are the guy who calls the cops when you get fouled too hard.
Wow, man. That's just, I mean,
He's got two shooter sleeves. What kind of madness is that? He's got a shooting sleeve on both arms.
And he probably can't shoot.
Probably can't shoot.
He's probably like Rondo.
Allen Iverson is the only person in history who rocked a shooter sleeve that I didn't laugh at. I guess Kobe.
It's a weird looking thing on a basketball court.
Yeah.
Like, unless you injured yourself, I don't know. Although I think those things would work great for my dad tan idea.
Dad tan, yes.
So for another show for another day. So when we join you tomorrow, it'll be on Charlotte time, which is exactly the same time as it is now.
5 hours. 5 hours earlier.
But it'll be the same time, but we'll be a little lethargic maybe from being... No, we won't. We'll have a great time. And we'll tell you all about... And we got a great guest list, and we'll tell you all about that great party that we're looking forward to tomorrow. Have a fantastic Tuesday. Enjoy the All-Star Game. We love you. Bye.
Just when you think this show is terrible, something wonderful happens. What? It ends.
We thank you for listening. The Drive with Mark Pinicelli is an exclusive, original presentation of the 252 ESPN Network.
I would slam it in your face, buddy. I would slam it in your mama's face.